How's it going, everyone? It's Rob here with
Drew.
Sitting on the porch. We're going back to 2010 for the historic Fargo Brewing Company. Sitting here talking some cash, drinking some Radler. This is Dudes with Brews.
Cue the intro.
You're about to hear the greatest show of your life.
Dude.
Dudes with Brews on a porch with Rob and Drew.
Not bad, right?
That's fine. That was good. That was informative and it had the things. All the aspects of it.
I hit all the points, all the talking
You hit all the points.
Names and name of the show.
Yeah. We gotta be on top of that. Otherwise, Dave Jackson will ridicule us yet again, and he'll make fun of me because I can't say ridicule correctly.
Yeah, well, I can say rival correctly, and it's Dave Radler. Wait, what was his name?
Dave Jackson.
Dave Jackson.
Yeah, like Rob said, we're drinking Fargo Brewing Company from, you guessed it, Fargo. I was in Minnesota, which is the place I was at. It was only like an hour away from Fargo, so a lot of Fargo beer, which is cool. We're drinking Kenny's Lemonade, which I'm trying to get the details on it. We're working on it.
The first ingredient, the first thing it says on the can, contains fruit. So, I mean, that's always a good thing.
Yeah. Kenny's Lemonade from Fargo Brewing Company. It is a Summer Shandy, also known as a Radler. It is 12 on the IBUs, only a 3.2 ABV, so it's a very lightly alcoholic beverage. Summer might be escaping us, but we don't want to miss it. We don't want to say goodbye yet. So we're living like it's in summer and drinking Kenny's Lemonade, which is all the things we said before and even more, Rob, even more things about it. So summer days are a precious commodity in Fargo and perfect for enjoying a refreshing Kenny's Lemonade made by infusing out award-winning original lager with their very own sparkling lemonade. Kenny's Lemonade is not too sweet and not too tart. Enjoy summer in a can or glass.
Oh yeah. What is the difference between lemonade and sparkling lemonade? $5 a glass?
Maybe. Isn't sparkling just carbonated?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
I don't know. It smells like a lemonade. From what I can smell, my allergies are horrendous.
Yeah, it's got a wafty, lemony lemonade scent.
It's not too sweet. It's not too tart. It's light in color. It looks like it could be like it looks like a light beer.
It looks like lemonade.
Juice. It looks like lemonade. Yeah, a little darker.
Maybe a little
lemonade.
Arnold Palmer-ish.
Arnold Palmer. Yeah.
But it's definitely sweet up front. You get a little bitterness on the back end. Not too bitter. It's not the bad kind of bitter, in my opinion.
It's good.
Yeah, it is good.
It's a good little drink.
This is a good barbecue beer.
It's a gloomy day outside, and we're getting our last bit of summer
in a glass.
Right now. Rob, before we continue our conversation, I kind of wanted to talk to you a little bit about our friends at Podcoin, because we love Podcoin and we want you to love Podcoin, and you can do it. Podcoin, the podcast app that pays you, sucker. You heard me right. For every minute you listen, you get a Podcoin, and you can get some bonus Podcoins by listening to Dudes with Brews and using code DUDEBREWS when you sign up. When you sign up on your Android or your iPhone or whatever option there is for cellular devices, it's on there.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a generic option.
You can listen to this podcast, all your other favorite podcasts. It's all on there, all on Podcoin. You can also donate your Podcoin for charity or for cool prizes, things or gift cards to Starbucks, Amazon. Then you got some sweet headphones if you want to save up for a little bit. A lot of cool stuff at Podcoin.
Best part, judgment free.
Judgment free.
You can donate rice, or you can get headphones, and no one's going to judge you.
Right, because they'll never know.
Yes.
Only you will know. So, if you're comfortable with that,
Actually,
we're comfortable with
there is a thing that shows how the top donators
and
the top listeners.
It doesn't matter.
So you can get your stats too.
You get sweet stats. Podcoin. Download that now and listen to Dudes with Brews on the Porch and use code DudeBrews for 300 extra pod coins. Woo hoo! That's cool.
Yeah.
So that's what we haven't spoken since I returned back from Minnesota. It was a nice long little weekend. Enjoyable. I liked it. It was nice. The drive sucks.
Yeah.
But it was worth it. And that's really about it. Sat outside, went on the boat, had a fire, drank a hefty amount of beer.
Yeah.
Went to some breweries. Went to a brewery and there's little, where we live, Rob, there's no brewery. And the city was kind of really pushed back against the idea of having a brewery. But in little Dent, Minnesota, they have their own brewery. And they have a really cool outdoor place.
I'm interested.
Disgruntled Brewing.
Cool. I would like to know how that conversation went about FDL doesn't need a brewery. We just need 100 bars every 5 feet.
Yeah, that's
what was the counter argument to say a brewery? We don't want to look like we're alcoholics.
A brewery, though, to me, a brewery is more of ownership. It's
right. It's local.
This is our
bringing brand. It's awareness to your area.
And there's plenty of breweries in small towns, and that's the highlight of the town.
Right.
It's a sweet brewery, but everyone's just so backwards in our city.
Weird.
They're just so old school. They're not. They don't promote. They don't embrace new business.
Yeah, I guess.
They don't embrace small business. It pisses me off, Rob.
It should. I'm speechless about it, and it's we should run for something.
Yeah, we should. But I think that it is in the works. They're pushing towards it and people are getting behind it.
It's probably there's some politics about who's going to get to open the brewery,
whoever's got the fucking money.
Who's going to donate enough money or who has the dirt on the guy who makes the decision.
Well, whoever decides to open a brewery, there better be a Dudes with Brews
sticker
or themed beer.
Yeah, right.
I think we deserve it.
What do you think our themed beer would be?
I don't know. I mean, the porch porter, that sounds good.
Yeah.
But we don't really drink that many porters. We could go a porch pilsner.
Yeah. So it could be maybe it could be
the Drink It IPA.
It could be a little salty, a little sweet, and a little sour. Non-offensive, but in an offensive way.
Yep, that's it. That's how you do it.
Lightly offends the taste buds.
Yeah, I think that would be good.
No, I'm just joking. I don't think that's offensive.
A couple of things I wanted to talk about from an encounter that I had. So I DJ'd another wedding, even though every time I say...
Is this after your trip?
Yeah.
Because before we get into that, I just got to say, I don't know if it's your trip, but or if it's the DJing. But man, you're looking pretty. You're more comfortable. The lines in your face have gone away. You're sitting very relaxed.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you noticed because I am more comfortable. I'm more at ease because I noticed something when I was setting up for my gig while DJing. I was like, wow, I don't have swamp ass right now. And you know why I didn't have swamp ass? Because I was most likely the most comfortable person in that goddamn room. 3 times more comfortable.
Oh my God.
3 times more comfortable than anybody wearing standard underoos because I am now an official member of MeUndies.
What?
I am in the Comfort Club on Cloud Comfort.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
I got 2 pairs of MeUndies and I got a pair of socks and I joined the membership. So every month I'm going to be greeted with a fucking new pair of socks and a new pair of underwear of my choosing, the design of my choosing.
It's amazing, isn't it? It comes right to your door. It's convenient.
Right.
And they come in packages that make it feel like it's like your birthday every month.
It does. And the designs are unique. They're original. They're fun.
I'm wearing glow in the dark zombie ghoulish MeUndies right now.
I'm wearing unicorn MeUndies that sparkle.
You want to switch real quick?
Yeah. And the socks are comfortable too.
You're walking on cloud 9.
Yeah, man.
I don't even know what that's like.
They're not made of modal, the socks, but they are more comfortable than your standard cotton socks.
I someday I will definitely go down that road. I really want to get a me onesie at some point.
I want to get a me onesie as well. That is made of modal.
Yeah, that's
micro modal.
It's got to be amazing.
But I was legitimately amazed, like, because usually,
Did I oversell it?
No, it's great.
Yeah,
They're
that's
great.
right.
I was setting up for this gig I didn't want to be at, and I always get so sweaty because I'm like going back and forth, lifting up speakers, doing this and that, and you always get that like hella swamp ass. My butt gets super sweaty, and then it feels like you're sitting in a fucking puddle. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then I was like, wow.
Were you wearing boxer briefs before or just boxers?
Boxers. I'm wearing boxers now. I got MeUndies boxers.
Oh, I thought that they were all boxer briefs.
No, you can get boxers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. We're in. We got it all covered. All the bases covered now.
And they didn't. And the I could tell I was sweaty, but I wasn't in discomfort. I was comfortable.
Yeah.
The modal, it really absorbed my.
It's so
my
amazing.
butt sweat.
Yeah. And eventually it will feel like there's not even any underwear there.
We can't give you a promo code because this really isn't an ad.
This
is a real fucking thing.
We're just two guys that love MeUndies.
We should. I was in Minnesota is when I became a member because I was like, I really.
Did you use a promo code when you got into it?
No, I just signed up.
Harmontown would have saved you 20%.
I got 20%. Anyways,
good. That's
being
good.
a new. But so I did that.
Well, then what's the point of the promo codes? Are we getting our promo codes just a scam?
No, they. I think promo codes are more or less ways they give you the URLs because if that's how they track how they got to the who brought them to the site.
Well, then
But they run the sale all the time.
If you guys get MeUndies from this, find a way to put dudes with brews on
and especially not be like, hey, I listen to this podcast and they talk about your underwear and shit all the time. Because that would be great if we got a promo code. I'd be fucking pumped.
I honestly, I don't think I get through a week without somebody asking about my underwear game. And it might be because I wear the hat. I don't know. But still.
They have, I'm getting the pizza ones.
Nice.
Pizza ones next month with pineapple socks.
Yeah, see, right now, they introduced all these really cool designs after I had already had like 20 pairs. So I stopped they don't come every month anymore.
Right.
Because I've just got so much. I mean,
You've got enough.
I was thinking about continuing to get them and then just stuffing them in a pillowcase so I could sleep on them. But
make your own me onesie.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so I DJ'd this wedding. It was for an intern when I worked at the radio station. Her wedding. I get there, set everything up or whatever. It's the usual kind of thing, and it was just, there's a couple of moments where I was just like, I never want to do this again. I really don't.
An epiphany
hit me. And I'm going to say some things. I apologize if this person happens to listen to the show. I don't think she knows it exists. Nothing against you at all here. Okay.
All right.
To the bride. Bunch of weirdos in that place.
No offense.
I fucking hate, and it's just every fucking wedding, and I've brought this up before. I don't care if it is your first song, like what your first song is. I only care about the bride and groom's first dance.
Right.
Like people come up.
Who else is asking about it?
People just going there. They come up and request like a song, and they'll be like, "Oh, it's my first dance with my husband." And I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah. Well, then go get in a time machine and go back to your own wedding.
Exactly. It's like, and they get mad if I don't play it. And I'm just like, this isn't your fucking wedding.
This isn't your day, yo.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's super annoying. And I got that like 30 times this, and I played some of them because they're normally
if they're on the list,
right. If there's songs I normally play and I know work, I'll play it.
Yeah.
As much as I hate doing it, I want to do a good job. I want people to be on the dance floor, which it was a smaller group, so it was hard to do. Hard to get a lot of people out there. I did. It happened. But 9:30 comes around.
You should just play one of our podcasts right in the middle of just like set it up.
Yeah.
Let's get this place off the hook. Casual conversation.
Yeah, there we go. 9:30 comes
Crafters,
around.
that's what I was looking for.
9:30 comes around, and the bride comes up to me and she goes, "Hey, I'm not feeling well. I'm leaving. We're gonna sneak out of here, and I want to go to bed." And I go, "Okay, like."
Shouldn't that be something you tell your security team?
I was like, well, yeah. I was just like, "So you want me to keep going?" And she's like, "Yeah, stay till 11." I was like, "But
You will stay till
but
11.
you're not. You know what I mean?"
Yeah.
So they left. The bride and groom.
But I've been at plenty of occasions where the bride and groom leave early.
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Huh. That seems unusual to me. I stayed, and there was some weird, like, there was a mother there with her son, older son, and there was
Together?
like they were just family. You know, their family.
Okay.
It was a mom and her son were there, and there was some weird, like I was getting some Norman Bates vibes, and it made me incredibly uncomfortable. But I couldn't help but like not stare. And I was playing music, and it's like they're always like dancing with each other, and I knew for a fact it was mother and son,
All right.
and I was just like, this is uncomfortable. Like it was just weird.
Did you throw on Dirty Dancing?
No,
Afternoon Delight?
no. It made me unweird. So I concocted a little speech that I wanted to.
For all those moms and sons out there, we're gonna slow it down.
I've decided, Rob, that I'm
think I smell
retiring.
bad.
I'm
I'm
retiring from DJing. I don't want to do it anymore
Yeah, it sounds like it.
at all. Like I really,
You know, you got some good stuff out of it. Every time I hear like a surgeon. Wait, what is that?
urgent.
Urgent. Yeah, I do laugh because wouldn't like a sturgeon have been better?
Sturgeon. Dude, that was so many weird. It's just so weird. Before I get to the speech that I'm thinking about writing an email form to the guy that owns the DJ company. Other things that I hate, Rob, about weddings, and call me heartless. I have no soul. I don't care. Like the crying is just so ridiculous. Like when people stand up to give a speech and they start crying, I just can't handle it, Rob. I can't. And I acknowledge it's a very emotional time for those people because they are close, they are friends. I am a complete stranger who doesn't give a shit, and I just hate the crying.
Well, yeah, that's the DJ part of it. You know, you are a stranger, and
Yeah.
but even when you're not, I mean, there are some. I've seen some
It's
cry
uncomfortable.
things where it's like, you know, I guess some people really take that stuff seriously. I mean, I went to a wedding where it was very religious based people, and yeah, they got into some real weird areas of. You know, like, because
Sure.
this is, I mean, a lot of people now, maybe not a lot of people, but it's like weddings and marriage, it doesn't seem to be this like lifelong venture or whatever. And
No, not anymore.
yeah. And, but so it's like, it's not that big of a leap for, you know, it used to be a leap where it was like, this will change your life forever.
I just, you know, for them, yeah, I get it, but I just can't. I can't handle it. And then like when they're dancing, they're all crying. I'm like, oh my God.
I don't even like those scenes in movies personally.
I don't either.
You know,
I
so
don't.
it's like,
I don't do well with it.
yeah,
Maybe, and that's a flaw in me, Rob.
I have the same flaw.
And I just like, honestly, I just kind of want to gag. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
because there's other people that are going, oh, that's so sweet that they're so emotionally connected to their friend who's going to, and it's like, no, I will be back. Wait,
and
do
it
you
could
have
be
a bucket?
It could be because I've experienced it so many more times than probably the average person. Because I've DJ'd at least well over 100 weddings. So
How does it feel to be the person who's getting married? Like, because that's always been a frightening thought to me, where it's like,
I mean, I get it.
it seems like that would the anxiety and the idea of standing next to the person who's getting looked at all night would just make me dizzy and vomiting.
I was really drunk in mine, but yeah. So I just, and then like you hear all these like shitty speeches. Like you think people would put a little more effort into the speeches instead of like, I don't know, like don't include a million inside jokes that no one's going to understand. You're talking to a group of people.
Yeah.
Like put one in there to be.
Did you hear my speech to?
No, I didn't.
At Mike's.
So if I'm ridiculing
No. Mine was very short, and it ended with me saying, I gained a sister or whatever. Da da da.
Yeah.
It was more to Kayla than it was to Mike. Yeah. There was no inside jokes, but there was a big F-bomb in the middle of it on accident.
Yeah.
And that will always be, now that's an inside joke in our family that everybody loves to bring up.
I don't really want to reminisce down this road, but
who's your best man?
We did Josh. He gave a really good speech.
Of course Josh did.
When I was pouring the sand, I spilled something. I said shit, really, and I thought I said it quiet enough, but everyone heard it, and they started laughing. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, let's stop.
Fuck that.
Back to DJs.
Yeah, so I was gonna
break down.
I was gonna write a
strongly worded letter.
A worded letter saying,
worded.
It's been an interesting 5 years of DJing weddings. I've met all kinds of people. I've had really fun times. I've had really horrible times. I've heard so many shitty speeches. I've seen so many tears and I've also experienced the unusual sexual tension between mother and son.
Too many times.
I think it's time for me.
And the unusual sexual tension between groom and fish for whatever reason.
Yeah, and I've seen one too many incorporated dances that make no sense whatsoever. Yeah. I'm hanging up the hat, so to say.
I'm hanging up the sideways crooked hat with my headphones.
I'm signing off one last time. Cue the semisonic closing time song.
Yep.
This is done.
DJ Drew is saying
fucking done with it. I'm
forever
done with it. Because my problem with DJing is not only like the whole week, that's all I fucking think about for a weird reason. And I'm not the only person that I've talked to that said like, yeah, I do the same.
When they DJ?
Yeah, they just like worry about the gig. The whole week.
DJs don't get the credit they deserve because DJs imagine everybody who's listening. You walk into a wedding, reception or whatever. No music, silence, right?
Right.
That on its own
or you're
should
just
tell you. Yeah.
You're playing the wrong music.
But I was getting to that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm saying, you start off by going silence. Okay, now you know that they're needed because you've now imagined a wedding reception with silence. But now imagine that when the bride and groom do their first dance and it's the Humpty dance. There's things to do right and wrong, and the DJ really determines the way that night goes.
Right. Yeah, that's true. And I've been at weddings where I
do one more wedding and do all foreign Swedish, world,
that Mongolian,
like throat singing or something.
Yeah, that's what I sound
or
like.
African tribal drums. That would be pretty badass. So I would tip you hella if you did that.
I played this
Why did I say hella? I hate the word hella.
I don't know. You said it.
God, I hate myself right now for saying the word hella.
So yeah, a DJ. You're right. DJs don't get a lot of credit that they deserve because they really set the mood and pace for the entire night. The entire night.
Yeah.
If you're playing the wrong stuff, like you're fucked. And I've done that before where I've played the wrong song and I've cleared the floor like full and it's gone. It's empty.
It's hard to get it back.
It is. And
I pity the person that goes, I'll just DJ. I'll just set up a list.
Playlist, yeah. And I know how to get people back because I've done it enough, so it's very stressful, Rob, and I don't like it. And personally, I work enough as it is. I don't really want to lose another Saturday.
Right.
And I just, I don't fucking need it. I don't need to do it anymore. God damn it.
Right.
So it's, I think DJ Drew is going to be through. I mean, I've only done 2 weddings this year, but which is a drastic change from what I used to do.
Yeah, but there's still, there's retirement, and then there's slowing down, and then there's retirement, and you've slowed down, but maybe now it's time.
It's time to retire. Time to get rid of it and forever be done with it, and then maybe only be a guest at weddings.
Yeah. Yep.
Which I'm also kind of tired of doing.
Which honestly, why have we not gone down this road? Like, I would like to know, what are the top 5 cliched best man speeches you've heard at weddings? You've been to so many.
It's
we don't have to do it now, but maybe think about we'll come up with a couple
most cliche
things
speeches. I mean, usually it's something along the lines of if it's a brother to brother, best man's a brother or something like that, or even friend, best man.
Let's do best man brother, because I want to know if I fell into these pit holes, because I bet you I did.
You'd say how the groom is somehow reached out of his league.
Okay, I didn't say that.
The gain the sister thing is very common.
God damn it.
Cliches aren't necessarily bad, but they are. That is
not
that
when
is
not when you're face to face with the person who did the cliche.
Later
it'll be bad.
I'm just saying it's a common phrase that's used. There's always
Let me ask you this: is it cliche to cover up your cliche by saying "fuck" in the middle of your speech, so that nobody remembers your speech and they only remember the F-bomb?
That's very unique to you, and I think that works well.
Yeah, it did work well, actually. Because nobody talks about my speech. They only talk about the word that was improvised.
A lot of times people like just go on and on and on and on. It's like, you don't need to tell the life story. Just say what you need to say. They always say, like, raise your glass. I kind of hate that. Raise your glass.
I did not do that.
Good. I'm glad you didn't.
So I was like,
I didn't do that either. I've given one best man speech.
Would you do it again?
If somebody asked me,
I would do it if somebody asked me, but I would be reluctant to do it. I wouldn't want to do it for. I hate to say this. I would love to be a best man for one of my other brothers.
Yeah.
But getting up in front of my entire family, all 3 sides of it,
right?
Because it was my real dad, my stepdad, and my mom's side,
right?
That was terrifying to me. I don't have as much trouble talking in front of strangers as I do talking in front of my family.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I try to take the comedic approach in anything I do usually. So, but that's I got a few laughs in the one that I gave. I couldn't tell you what I said. I don't remember, and I don't have it written down anymore. So, but yeah, I don't know. I've just heard them all. I've heard all the speeches that you could possibly. I've heard some really good ones.
I always wanted to
once or twice.
I always wanted to be able to get up and give like a great best man speech or just a great speech in general, But it's like you have to be willing to commit 100% and be a little nostalgic, a little funny, a little, And it's like, if for 1 second you get in your head that maybe maybe it's going to come off the wrong way or somebody thinks, then you're done. You're not going. Your tones are going to be all wrong, and
I understand.
You got to really commit.
You got to go all in, baby. But yeah, at this point too, I don't even want to be a guest at any more weddings. To be honest,
I like wearing suits.
I got a handful of friends that have yet to get married, and I will be very happy and I will love to attend their wedding because, I care about them.
Yeah. But that's the thing. It's like, whether you want to or not, it's about the fact that you don't want to go to more weddings and you will go to more weddings, because it just shows how much you care about the people whose weddings you're going to attend.
Yeah. And, I don't know. I just don't, weddings are all the same to me. Whether you attend it, the nice thing about attending is you can leave whenever the fuck you want. When you DJ, you can't do that. Would not be good.
Yeah, definitely. So what about? Because one of the biggest things about weddings is like, there's all these like ideas about weddings about, okay, you got bridesmaids are up for, they want to get down.
Yeah.
There's emotional type people. There's all these there's all these types of people that the cliched things that like,
Right.
there's the guy who drinks too much.
Yep, there's
the
always
guy,
that.
Yeah, there's like the guy who is trying to, whatever. So what about that? What do you see like I
don't see, from what I've gauged, like I don't see anyone hooking up at a wedding. Like
I never.
They've all came. The person they came with is the person they're smooching with.
Or they just, it seems like I've just, maybe it's because we live in a smaller town or whatever, and these like TV shows and stuff that create these cliches that say like the Barney on How I Met Your Mother stereotype of like, oh, I'm going to go hook up with bridesmaids or whatever.
I've never seen that happen.
I don't think that exists in these areas because it's like, these people and all that.
Most of them are married. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I haven't experienced that. I'm sure it's happened. Actually,
have you ever seen some like epic failures or epic?
I've seen some disgusting things, Rob. I was DJing a wedding. Everybody told the story before, but I'll tell it again. A guy had a big old bottom lip full of chewing tobacco, and he
always attractive.
It's disgusting. And then he's wasted. The girl comes up and they start dancing or whatever, and he goes and he like takes it out with his hand, and like I don't know what he does with it, but then he's got it all over his fingers, and he's putting it on this girl's waist and dress, and it's just all over her. And I'm like, that is so fucking gross. And then they start like smooching and like really going at it, like they're macking hard, dude. And it's like, dude, you are fucking licking. Like,
but that's the thing that angers me about life.
It's gross.
Is that why did that guy? What do I have that guy doesn't? Or what don't I have that
chewing
guy
tobacco,
has?
Rob.
No, apparently,
you need chewing tobacco.
Yeah, tobacco fingers and
you need a grizzly grill.
Yeah,
it was gross.
That I don't care attitude.
So this wedding, and then it was like there was a moment where it was like so like cheesy, romantic, like bullshit.
Yeah.
This guy comes up to me. He requests a song by a band called Lanco. It's like a country band.
Great.
I'm not really familiar with them. And I go, is it a fast song or slow song? He's like, it's a slow one. I was like, all right, I got you. Next.
I'll put it in the rotation.
I said, I'll play it in the next slow set. So I play, and then like the girl he was with also asked me for it. So I played, the girl standing in front of me, and I play it. And then out from the left, the guy comes walking,
Is he swaggering?
He's like swaggering, and then he starts like singing to her, and then they start slow dancing, and he's like singing the words into her ear, and she's fucking crying. I was like, this is the shittiest thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. I hate every second of this.
Yeah, that's
It's just, she thought this was
sappy over emotion to country music.
I just couldn't handle.
Yeah,
she was just so into it.
And let me just say
that
that your body miming of swagger of what that guy did made me uncomfortable in this room.
It was just so fucking over the top. I'm like, bro, like you already have her.
Yeah, you're in the door, dude.
Just stop. But
who is this for?
It was just so he's just got those eyes. They lock eyes, and another awkward moment was I played the song "Get Low" by Lil Jon and the East Side Boys.
Oh yeah, my favorite.
And
I don't know that song.
There's a sentence in the song where it says, "I'm gonna pop your P word like something pussy."
Okay, I was thinking
pussy,
penis for some reason.
Like I don't know. That's a phrase.
I know you saw the puzzled look on my face.
Yeah, there's a phrase in the song, and it just randomly, I'm just like looking into the crowd, and there was this like person that like locked eyes with me as they like phrased that, as they like mouth that, and it wasn't like it was just coincidental.
You should put that on Misconnections.
It was so gross, but you know what I mean. It wasn't. It didn't mean anything, but it just like
it's just like timing.
It's the timing of like we both were just looking around, and they're like, "I'm gonna pop your pussy." I was just, and like we locked eyes at that time. And I was just like, "Huh."
I wish you could. I wish you would have gone like maybe given a seductive look, bit your lip.
Yeah, so that was that happened, and that made
Then
me.
you mouth, bring it.
No. That made me super uncomfortable. I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, I think there comes a time when in every man's life when DJing is.
I know a guy that's done it for
Okay, maybe I was wrong.
20 years. He's insane.
Does he juggle and do spins and flips?
I don't know.
Because after 20 years, you should, really.
Yeah. And then another moment, or I keep reminiscing. This is majority of the episode is about.
Yeah, this is Drew's retirement episode.
And this all happened on one night. It's getting towards the end of the night, or whatever. Maybe I had like an hour left. This guy comes up to me and goes,
Bride's gone. People have drank. Food's probably depleted.
The guy comes up to me and he goes, it's time to shake this up. Let's get a little Elvis. Like he was full blown serious. And I go, okay, what song are you thinking? Can't Help Falling in Love with You.
Oh, God.
Which is a slow.
Yeah, super slow.
And I'm like, how the fuck is that going to shake things up, dude?
Yeah.
So then I
don't know my Elvis very much.
So then I
but
played California Love by Tupac.
Nice. I think he was probably happy with that.
I ended up playing that fucking song, but
That's like a last song. Like, okay, I'll play that when everybody's like to make everybody leave.
yeah,
Not that it's a bad song. I'm just, we're talking about tone and
Right.
whatever. So
there's upbeat slow songs, and then there's that Elvis song.
yeah,
There's
definitely.
nothing wrong with it.
I mean, I could see that being like the first dance for the bride and groom or something.
Well,
right?
that's a song that you play usually that you play early on. So I have like a system, Rob, that I use when I DJ. And if you're an aspiring wedding DJ, when I say DJ, I'm not a guy who's spinning tracks. I pick songs and I press play. And I
So you don't put a record on and go.
Yeah, no, I don't do that. I can
Master Mike?
I can mix songs together, and I do, and I know what songs.
Did Disc Master Drew?
Yes, I know what songs to play when. Like if I always play like. So it might not make sense to you, but it makes sense in this form. I'll play the
I
cha-cha.
default to your
I'll play
expertise.
the cha-cha slide, and then I go into the YMCA right after.
All right.
And there's a reason I do that because the cha-cha slide version that is on the computer that we use is like a fucking 8-minute version, and it just gets so fucking boring.
And the cha-cha slide is normally a 20-minute song, right?
It's like 8 minutes, but like I cut it down to 5.
Nice.
So like there's a part where the dude just starts talking, and then I just
What is the cha-cha?
What is it?
Yeah.
The cha-cha slide?
Is that the slide to the left?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And then I play
One stop, one time.
yeah, that's which is also those fucking group dances. I just hate them.
I think is it because people want their life to be like a TV show, so they want to have they want their wedding to break out into a
musical number?
choreographed dance number?
Maybe. I mean, if I were to ever get married again, Rob, like I would do a lot of the things that traditional weddings have. So I'm shitting on it now, but I would.
Oh,
one day.
I figure if I ever get married, I'll go to the courthouse and
Yeah.
I'll tell everybody a week later.
You need a witness.
I don't want. Yeah, I don't. I just don't want to be. I don't want to be the center of attention, I don't want to be next to the center of attention, which would be my quote unquote non-existent wife.
You want to get married?
Do I?
Yeah.
Probably not.
You really don't?
I don't know.
Would you be content with just a lifelong partner?
Yeah.
Like significant other?
Yeah, I would be fine with that.
Okay.
I have a hard time nailing down what I actually want. I don't know if I want kids or not. I do know that scenes in movies lately that where somebody loses their kid or they see their kid for the first time in 5 years or something, it makes me cry.
Yeah.
That never used to happen.
I've still never cried for a movie. You know why, Rob? I ain't no bitch.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
I have to go.
You're in touch with your emotions enough.
I know that never used to bother me, but there's like this weird thing with the idea of having kids and or not having kids or losing your kid or whatever.
Right.
Like you have kids, so you
having
don't have
kids
to deal with that.
Well, having kids, I like when I watch like stuff like that, I get on the inside, I get a little choked up.
I used to fast forward through that
'cause
stuff.
I don't like it. I think I'd like to get married again, Rob.
Does marriage mean, is it significant to you?
Yeah, dude. Like, marriage is always like, I'm a very liberal and I like to say open-minded guy. You know what I mean? And I'm not necessarily old school in a lot of fashions. I'm not. And if you are, that's fine. But when it comes to marriage, like, I'm fucking like, I'm dedicated to it. Like, it's not, you don't just do it until things get bad. Until, you know what I mean? Like, if you marry someone, I truly think you should be with them until you die.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Like, that's obviously
You can't change how other people feel, but
right.
Yeah.
But that's my way of it. And if I were to do it again, it's going to be something where it's like, no matter how shitty things might get, we got to figure it out, because there's something that initially
There's some
point.
There's a couple things that, in my opinion, would create a situation where it's like, okay, there's nothing I can do to make you happy.
Like, if you were really a murderer,
or there's nothing you can, like, you've done something that's so unforgivable
Sure,
or whatever.
sure.
But
Like cheating.
But that's kind of like, well, I think you can get past cheating.
I don't think I can.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been cheated on that I know of. Except for, like, I had a girlfriend that made out with somebody else.
That's
and
cheating.
She told me about it, and I was willing to move past it. And
Well, you're a good person.
because there's a reason, and it's like, so you sit down with them and you go, what is the reason that like what
Why did that happen?
Yeah, why did it happen,
Right.
and can we fix it? You know.
Well, that's a good way to put it. Do it.
So it's like,
I'm no expert.
it can be gotten past, and the way the relationships are such a weird thing, because it's like you go through this honeymoon phase, and then you get
Right.
into this phase where it's like coexistence or whatever, and then you have to rekindle that over and over again. And if you don't, it's very easy for somebody to fall into a situation where they do something wrong. But if you have such, like, because I know, like, you're not, like, me and you don't tend to be the type of people that would allow ourselves to go down that road. Of, like, stepping out on somebody that we're in love with.
Right.
But I don't think it has to do with marriage. I think it has to do with love. Or
Right.
commitment.
I agree.
You know, so.
I'm just saying, like I think a lot of people, like, get married for the spectacle of getting married.
Well, that's the
And they
thing. That's,
don't-
yeah, I guess it's weird, because if I was going to get married and the person I was with really wanted a big wedding, or even just
Right.
a wedding,
You do it.
I think I'd have to, but I don't, man, that's so like, it's so scary to me.
I mean, it's like I said. If it happens again, that's it. I'm not gonna fucking go through the shit I've been going through now again.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
And I know that we're not gonna, like, we can't go down that road, but there, like I said, there's
Situations
things,
are a little different.
There's things about, like, I can tell, obviously, and I know you, so I know that you don't agree with, like, divorce once you make that commitment, and it's forever. But
Right.
there are these, like, weird little asterisks that are
Right,
like, there's
for sure.
there's nothing that's gonna make this work.
Well, in my situation, that was the case. There's nothing.
Yeah, and that's what
I
I'm saying,
can't do
yeah.
anything about it.
I'm trying to basically, like,
Right.
without getting into it, like, say, like, I know, like, it, because you can,
And I'm happier now because of it, though.
and that's good, yeah.
Much happier.
I'm happy to hear that. Makes me happier.
Good. I mean, like, compared to where I was last year, drastically, like, I think
Oh yeah.
I think
like
my-
I said, you look, you the line. I mean, it might be the MeUndies, but
I just have a more positive outlook on things. Yeah, that was it. We're going through show notes of things I wanted to talk about. Another story from the wedding, real quick, Rob. A guy came up to me, and it was along the realms of, "Yo, can you play this song for my girl?" And then I'll play it, and he goes, "This other one, she really likes it."
yeah. I was gonna say, is there anybody that's ever, like, they
All
just
the
think that
fucking time.
they get to determine the list
Yeah.
because they ask?
Oh yeah, all the time. And I played these songs for the guy because, you know, it was pretty much past 9:30. The bride and groom weren't there, and I'm like, so if these songs don't fucking hit, It doesn't matter.
Were you ever single while DJing a wedding? Oh. I would love to know if women hit on the DJ ever.
I've been hit on before.
I guess that makes sense though, because you're a stallion. But
no.
Don't let him. He's being modest.
One time, like a girl, like helped me load things into my car, and she was like really like talkative and like very, very friendly, very nice. And I was like, okay, thank you, bye. And then one time I was DJing a wedding, and this lady, nobody was dancing except for a couple of people. This one lady, she's drunk or whatever. She probably was in her, I don't know, mid 40s.
All right.
And she was with her husband. They're dancing or whatever. And then she came up to me and told me her room number and said, I want you to come to bed with me.
Damn.
And I said, at that time I was married. And I go, happily married. And she goes, me too.
Damn.
I was like, and she wasn't kidding. Like, it was legit. And I was just like,
I won't get into specifics
thanks,
here.
but no thanks.
But I have an aunt, and I'm not going to get into specifics because I have a lot of aunts. But there was a wedding where
only one that did this.
Yeah, there was there was a wedding where she was like she's married. She was married. She's not anymore. Damn it! I just cut the. I got a lot of aunts that aren't married anymore. But there was one of our friends was at the wedding, and there were some things that happened in that wedding before that. Even like at one point there was a problem with the deposit, and she went to go talk to him in his office, and then when she came out, they were in there for a decent amount of time, and then there was no more problems after she came out. And then she was definitely she was one of those people that was like hard up, and she didn't care. Like, she was like, I'm finding somebody tonight.
Wow.
I love you, Aunt Blank.
Don't
be mad at me. No one knows who you are.
No. Have I met her?
I don't know.
No. I've met a few of your aunts.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. But it's like it's kind of a funny story in our family because of the way that shit shook down. She might, maybe she just went in there and paid it. I don't know, but she was in there for a while.
Yeah.
I guess I'm trying to tell this story in a funny way, but it's really more sad, I guess. It was funny at the time, but the more when I try and say it out loud, it's like, maybe not so much.
Kind of depressing.
Yeah, but she ended up she ended up getting divorced, and she's very happy now. So I think she was just having, you have those deep seated issues that with somebody that it's like
we should rekindle my podcast I had with Amanda, Wedlock Wednesday, where you and me give relationship advice to people.
Yeah, well, that would have to be called something else though.
Why?
Because I'm not married, nor have I ever.
Neither am I.
All right. But okay.
What could we call it? Dr. Drew has he had Loveline. Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla. They had a radio show, Loveline. They gave like advice and stuff. Why can't we do that?
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. We can.
We can't even.
We haven't even done a Moody podcast.
I was gonna say, what's the status of Moody? You know,
I would love to continue doing the David Duchovny and beyond.
I do want to do that too. Maybe we should just do. How about what if we did like special David Duchovny and beyond episodes of this?
We could do that.
Where we
could honestly instead of doing every episode, we could do doubles or something, and
right,
or even watch the season.
We'll just do the movies. We can start with the movies.
Hell yeah!
Do a brew and view. We can legitimately drink some beers while we watch the movie, and then afterwards we podcast about it.
I'm down for that, for sure.
I think that'd be easier than...
Yeah, that's a huge... I mean, the more I look into it, it's like there's so much Duchovny out there.
Yeah.
Which is great for all of us. I mean, the world's a better place, but...
Watch Duchovny movies in our MeUndies.
Yeah, I'm down.
I mean, I think...
MeUndies, Duchovny, drinks with brews, dude, brews.
You think Dave Duchovny wears MeUndies?
Oh,
He probably look really. I know he would look great in them.
yeah, I wouldn't doubt that they were invented and they're sewn out of his pubic hair.
It's actually called micro molder.
Yeah, micromodal.
Instead of modal. Well, on that note, Rob, we're gonna wrap this up. I gotta do some things in a little bit. A little bit of a shorter one, but that's okay.
Well, happy retirement from DJing.
Yeah, no more. So stop asking me to DJ your wedding. Unless it's like a fat check that you're going to give me.
Hell yeah.
Then I'll do it.
See, and I wouldn't ask you to DJ my wedding because A, there probably wouldn't be a wedding, but B, you might be, you'd be in the wedding party. So
Sure. Good.
I want to hear your best man speech.
Like now?
No, like when I get married.
Okay. I'll give it.
I'm not. I mean, I've got brothers that I'd have to like.
Everyone can give a speech, can we?
Yeah, definitely.
I'll do it.
All right.
So, ladies, someone please marry Rob.
And we'll hear that speech. That's the best reason to marry me is to hear Drew's speech.
No, it's not. There's plenty of great qualities about you, Rob. We drink Fargo Brewing Company's Kenny's Lemonade Radler. Rob?
I liked it.
I enjoyed it as well.
It's very good.
It's delicious. I could drink more than one.
Yeah, I could too. It's not too sweet. It's not too like. It's really not just, like you could drink a few of these. This is a great summer beer for sure.
For sure. And it hasn't looked like summer here in a while.
It made me forget that it was like not sunny outside. Legitimately.
Right. Well, we say drink it and
drink that shit. Wear MeUndies and don't ask Drew to DJ. Tune in next week.
Pew pew audio. Goodbye, everyone.